Oh, man. Good morning, bro. I'm sorry, does that say Dell is up $2 or $3 in pre-market? Am I that tired? I'm gonna be a little quiet at the open. I gotta focus on updating swings. Oh yeah, I gotta trim some of this. Jesus. Market opens in about 12 seconds. I'm gonna be a little quiet at the open because I'm focused on updating some stuff from the chat real quick, and then I will gladly come in here and yap my ass off. Slightly higher open. Looking for a pop of previous day high supply, also 695.50. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Alex, Mantis, Aloha, SF, Joe, and Data Trader. Good morning. That's correct. Oh, you're talking about Dell. Holy fuck! Hold up. I'm saying holy fuck because the options just updated. Dude, that's at 2.36 right now. Stop loss for runners set up. I knew Dell wasn't going to update their options right at the open, but holy fuck. Stop loss runner set at 122.38. Guys, that is a fucking huge gain. Do not be fucking greedy if you're in that swing with me. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Everything's working out. Alright, hold up. I've just now remembered I have two Dell swings. If you guys didn't realize, I also posted this in VIP. Except I posted a pretty fucking crazy contract on this because I liked it a lot, but I wanted more time on it. I believe we have the 135 strike on that. Yeah, holy fuck, bro. That's at 570 from 455. Sorry, my throat hurts this morning. Who the fuck needs SPY when you have swings? Oh, I can't type, dude. My fingers are everywhere. I'm just surprised right now. I'm surprised because I literally have never called out Dell in my life, and I'm like 95% sure on that. Alright, I need to go check the Nike swing now. Wait, what? February 27th. 60 put. Huh? Were we up on... Is anybody in my Nike swing? Were we up on this end of day and I just wasn't paying attention? So we entered this at about 0.80. Right? What time did I post this? Now I'm even more confused. 2:15. Where's that at? Isn't that this? 14:15? How am I from here to here up? Okay, now it makes sense. I have to alert that because, guys, we're already up pretty good on that. Okay, well, I trimmed that at 0.93. It is... Sorry, you could probably take profit for more still. I see the chain. Sorry, guys, my throat is fucking me. Look at that. Fuck yes. I'm really surprised on this one. I didn't expect it to go up that... It's like some of our swing. I guess I need to quit saying that. I'm so shocked our swing did this the very next day, the first 10 minutes of the day. It's crazy how many times that happens. Okay, that's not SPY. Did y'all see SPY and NVIDIA just tricked me like 3 times in a row? I was actually trying to click that whole time. Potentially seeing a pullback, guys, on SPY. Watch under... It's not even really like a particular level, but it's kind of where we were looking like with Kevo yesterday for like holding. And if this was to break, we could have saw a dump. it's kind of the same thing still, right? We're kind of looking at like this area here, short term, just to kind of tell us that it can break down. It's not really the end of the world if it does, but if it stays under this area, there's a very good chance it's trying to get back to this. And remember, previous day control point, guys. If they're going to pull back... Wait, did I even draw that right? Huh? Why did I... Oh, I must have just left that one. Oh, that's right, that's right. I said because it's around here, I didn't care. Any kind of breakdown of this, retest of this, breakdown, you know, it's most likely trying to magnet towards that previous day 50% area, which is about right there. So, I guess I'll leave that level up there. So yeah, keep your charts updated. Shit. I'm going back to Dell. Oh, Nike, don't do that to us. This is discretionary, right? Yeah. Oh, that's not good for us. See how I'm not staring at the chart I'm swinging to? I'm also kind of going to its, like, peers. I don't really care if it's, like, something weird like that. Damn, who would have thought that I would post 3 swings yesterday and all 3 would work within 7 to 8 minutes of the market being open? Sorry, if you hear my voice today, just ignore me. Oh, holy fucking morning. What is it, Maddie? I saw you message me. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm sorry about that. Wow, just leave me out like that. Just got off the roof, twin. Had to shovel that bitch. Oh no, you had snow, didn't you? God, I fucking hate those states. I don't know how y'all fight the snow, bro. I actually hate snow. I just don't know how. I don't know how y'all live in that cold weather, man. One runner, good play, B. Awesome, man. Was that Dell you're talking about? I'm assuming. Congratulations, guys. Kill a swing. Thank you, brother. Hello, Swing King. Thank you, man. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm finally back. I'm out, Dell. 1.17 to 220. Holy fuck. Yes, we were up 12% at close yesterday. Damn, I didn't know that on Nike. I really had no idea. You know what that is too, Garden? Because I look at this and it like, even like right now, like it looks like it should be a red trade, but even right here, it's up $4 or $5. Isn't that weird? So again, that kind of just tells us that that's probably just volatility. When it comes to Nike, though, if you want to cut your runners, because again, I'm saying runners like we just fucking hit a home run on it, but we didn't. It's just like a small. This is a small gain from that because what was it, $13? It's not really a lot, but for the runners though, I definitely still like the daily stop loss close, but it is kind of nice because we allowed ourselves to kind of trim a little bit. Because I was like trimming on like the first break because you're getting a really good quote on your contract. And then once it starts going more, you can kind of keep yourself in the fight for your runner because you know, okay, I've given myself this cushion and I'm not fully in my entire original position. You know, so you get a lot out of that. But yeah, that one's weird. I think I'm just impressed it was like the contract was doing good. And yeah, I posted a way more expensive contract than premium VIP for because I was like, I wanted to post the play, but I didn't want to have to like ignore that it was that expensive for that contract. And then I posted it again in my channel and then Nike. So we're all fully updated on those. Everything's good to go. I got the weirdest message, and I thought it was like a bot message. All right, let's check out Matty Ice's message now that we're all updated. Oh, I can already see the thumbnail. This isn't good. What am I even looking at? I mean, it is white as shit out there. Bro. Start the day, bud. You sound Canadian a little. Fair enough, though. You're like right there. I wish you could see my facial reaction on this. I mean, I am fucking baffled at this video Matty Ice sent me. I mean, I might die if I was in that weather. Wait, I didn't even see this other message. Holy. I don't know why, Maddie, but I don't remember seeing the correlation alert you sent me. Strong ice expansion more likely to before breaks. Whoa. Damn. What a crazy little thing you sent me. Hold on, I'm pinning that. Because I want to backtest that, go back to that and be like, damn, did it work? Did I get rich? How the F did I get 0.93? Well, because I was selling it right as it was... Well, I trimmed. I didn't sell all of it. I'm still in some of them. I trimmed and it was breaking this. The Nike chain updates pretty instantly. Dell, if you go into the stream, you could hear me talk about it. I actually wasn't allowed to update it until it actually started updating its options chain. I've talked about this in the past because I've had conversations with people who've actually worked at the New York Stock Exchange and could actually explain this detail to me because, again, can't really find this on the internet. I don't know why. But I had to ask him, and I was like, hey, man, why does, like, McDonald's sometimes not update their chain instantly when I'm trying to swing trade? And he's like, well, there's priority. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And he says, well, think about it like this. There's a really big highway, and there's a fuck ton of cars on them. All the cars are, like, the tickers, right? And he said, like, your priority will go to, like, your Apples, your Microsofts, your Metas, your Nvidias. Like hundreds of chains have priority. It's not like it's just one or two. So it's not like it's, like, that long. And then some of them don't have priority. Like your Dells. I can't even think of all of them because I don't trade them that much. Like, there's not that many I trade that are like that. But Dell, I knew was just like that because I haven't traded it before, I'm pretty sure. But I had definitely been looking at the chain. And I was like, damn, these don't, like, move right at the open, do they? And so when I saw that this morning, I was like, damn, this is crazy. I haven't seen this in forever. Like, we never swing things like this. So I had to look. But yeah, so the reason that was because I was like, okay, Nike's at least allowing us to do something. But Dell, we were almost stuck in for like 8 minutes at the open because I was like, update options chain. Sorry, my throat's hurting. I keep eating my mic. Have you seen Cisco? Yeah, we swing traded Cisco. That's actually another one that's like 50-50. Some days it updates, some days it doesn't update right at the open. But yeah, I've seen this. This is one of my swing tickers. If I remember correctly, we did pretty good on this. You think Weeble was just slow and it never moved? Oh, that's true too. Yeah, I can't, and that's another thing I can't speak to. Like, I can't be like, oh, well, this is why, Maddie, because it's like, Weeble's options are probably going to move a slightly different amount at the open. So I can't really sit here and be like, well, this is why. I am going to say that's annoying, though. What's important is that you got Dell. If you ever end up in a situation where you don't know what to do with your other swings, and you're like, you're doing good, you're up, just get the fuck out. Like, seriously. And I'm not just talking to Maddie here. I'm talking to all of you. Like, please. Because the name of the game is to protect as much of your winnings as you can. Right? And if it brings you to this emotion where you're like, I don't know what to do, well, that's my fucking stop loss. I'll tell you right now. If I tell myself I don't know what to do, then I'm cutting that. Or getting out with slight prop, like, you know? Because there's no point in extending the risk for that. A friend of yours is in Amsterdam for the Cisco Expo? Holy shit. Yo, what's up, Tobias? Oh my god, everybody say hi, Tobias. Holy shit, we have Fipo and Tobias in here at the same time. The EU is rising up in here. The Austria and the Netherlands are here, guys. Good to see both of you, seriously. Who is in my town? No one's in your town. Oh, a friend of Fipo's is. Sorry, I forgot. He did just say Amsterdam. Yeah, a friend of his is in town for the Cisco Expo. I'm surprised they didn't invite Tobias to the Cisco Expo, to be honest with you. They must not be familiar with this game. I mean, neither was I until I saw. Holy fuck, Nike. You're an asshole. You know, I look at that contract, it's really not that bad, though. Maybe we will just stick to the daily stop loss. This is one of those swings that if you just stick to the daily stop loss, it's probably going to work. Also, if this pumps... Ay. See, that's my thing, though. Oh, whoops. Is it just Tesla? Yeah. Alright, hold up. We're doing a little... I can't type. Or is it McDonald's doing it? Home Depot. TJX low. Alright, so it's Home Depot's fault. It's Lowe's fault. It's kind of Tesla's fault. Amazon, honestly, you really didn't do anything wrong, dude. I don't really hate you. I think that's it. Damn, bro, I'm telling you, Nike's trying to fall, but its sector's like, nah, just kidding. And look, guys, I talked about this yesterday. Look, our tech sector is slightly red, just kind of chilling, and the rest of these are green. If at any point in the day tech goes up, and these are still green or going up more, we're probably going to witness another pretty fat green day today. And also the vice versa. If this starts to dump, and these start to get more weak and catch up to tech dumping too. Excuse me, I can't speak. My throat's killing me. You'll see a dump, is what I'm trying to say. My bad, I'm back. You're good, man. I was just reading through a bunch of stuff. I don't really remember what all I said now. I honestly feel like shit this morning. Is it a hot friend? He has a girl. Of course. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. Thank you guys again for going to the YouTube video as well yesterday. That was really cool. This right here, I had a lot of fun making that. Is it Keith? I think it was Keith. I get my K's mixed. Yeah, Keith. Keith gave you a pretty good idea for our next video. I mean, I'm not gonna do it anytime soon, but I gotta find a template. You can't just force those. And I'm not animating because I don't know how. And then the shorts. Thank you guys again for just going through this whenever you have time. I genuinely had a lot of fun making these. This is probably my favorite one. How it feels to wake up for the stock market. So check that out. Ferrari looks also good. 7.5%. Is that RACE? Is that race? Or is that different? I feel like I never remember the car tickers. Didn't think show off an EV Ferrari sudden. An EV Ferrari would go hard. Some people get their panties in a twist over the EV versus whatever thing, though. It is a little impressive how people get so pissed off over that. It's like, dear God, bro, we're not killing innocent puppies. Like, Jesus. It is race? Okay. Holy fuck. What did they say? Or do? Oh, it's from earnings. How an earnings beat can reverse the supercar market or maker's dismal run. All these fancy words just say a bunch of nothing. They just had good earnings, looks like. Yeah, look. Revenue also beat. Damn, they beat on revenue and the actual expectations here on their earnings. That's insane. Strong performance in 2025 sets the foundation for continued growth in 2026. Brother, what? What is Ferrari doing, though, to actually do this? That's crazy. I mean, good for them. Very, very cool. It's rare you see an earnings actually be a good reason for something. Like, that makes it sound like it's going to do really good all year. It's because all these polymarket kids are buying Ferraris, right? That's actually good. Did you hear my reaction to your video, Maddie? That ice looks crazy, man. Dude, I'm in, like, pain just talking. Jesus. I didn't feel this bad when I woke up. I don't know, I get sick a lot when the temperatures change. Like, a lot. Like, because down here in South Texas, like, as soon as it stops being cold, it'll be, like, warm, you know? And then it goes right back to, like, stupid cold again, and then it kind of heats up. It's so weird. Every time it does it, I get so sick. And I don't even know why. Like, I'm not going out there and like, you know, bathing in the grass or anything. I'm not going out there and trying to get sick. It's just weird. I did, LOL. Dude, the roof flattens out there to cover a porch, and the ice dammed up. Got a small leak in the kitchen. Oh my god. Roof flattens out there to cover a porch, and the ice dammed up. Got a small leak in the kitchen. That's annoying. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I love home ownership. TMI? What did I say? I don't even remember anymore. I felt really good, I think, too, because I knew our swings were working out right at the open, and now I'm like, I definitely want to try to at least stream the first part of today, though. No, I'm reading TMI. Are you saying like too much information, or are you saying the ticker? I was asking what did I say for you to say TMI, because I don't remember already. Girlfriend wakes me up. The roof is leaking. Like, pinch me, bro. Fucking slap me. Wake me up. Read my notes for TMI. Facts. Is there a message that's missing or something? Just don't burn out? No, I'm fine. Pretty good. I'm really just happy the swings are already kind of working out, so I have the chance of getting off earlier. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. Good morning, good morning. Damn, Netflix. Microsoft, Tesla, Visa, JPM. I had my first dream with candlesticks in it last night. I just realized that. I'm trying to remember what candlestick I dreamed. I remember seeing a candlestick. Holy shit, that bounce is so strong on tech. Yeah, we're probably going to see continuation up. Yeah, there it is. Does anybody in here need help with SPY? I mean, I did some pretty good updates on it already. Just going to screenshot this from the chat. SPY execute. Remember, I said yesterday today could be a pretty impressive day. So far, it already kind of is, and we haven't even really left the range yet on some of our sectors here, so that's impressive. You go over to SPY, you can see we already hit new high a day, but I mean, this is really nothing to write home about yet. But still, kind of an impressive start to the day. And look, where did it bounce from when tech was bouncing? I'm not even just going to do that question, but it bounced from the same spot we were watching yesterday. Not really like a true level, just a good short-term common level. I wouldn't sit there and be like, yeah, man, I drew that from 4 years ago. Oh, yeah, FIPO. It definitely did not send that message in the chat. I did not see that message at all, I swear to God. That's not on my screen. Yes, that is TMI. Yeah, YouTube's probably gonna just auto mod that. Because I was looking and I was like, where is he talking? Like, I'm like, my brain was like, not. But I know the fact that they do that. Girlfriend wakes me up. Oh, the roof is leaking. Like, pinch me, bro. That one got me. Fucking wake me up. Delicious as fuck. That was honestly a good message yesterday. Delicious. Good morning. What's up, Kyle? Just being. After talking with you the other day, I think I'm going to switch to equities, then maybe options for long-term stuff. Awesome, dude. I mean, even if you just dabble in it, that's cool. But I just think equities are the way to go. Too many people will come in here and be like, "Oh, you guys trade options." It's like, "Yep, that's all we do here. Good job. See ya." You know. When in reality, there's a fuck ton of people in my chat that own shit. So it's like, it's not just options in here. And I like to be very clear about that because no one else on the internet's going to tell you what I said to you. They're not going to tell you, no, don't trade options. Make sure you focus on owning shares and stuff first, and then you get into if you want to dabble in it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But like, no one's gonna tell you that because they want to tell you the exciting route. Because what I just said isn't exciting. That's not exciting at all. But to the smart people, that is exciting because they know that they're going to be building on that over time. It's not about the short term; it's about the long term. And maybe in that moment, the short term feels really good because you're getting to see movement or money and stuff really quickly. But it's just like you'll bitch about it in the future. Oh, you see it? Damn, I really didn't see it. I don't know why it's not on my screen then. I'm surprised Dell goes so high, but to be honest, they are one of the few companies who care less about AI. That is true. And I'll be honest, I don't know what made me see them. We have to go in yesterday's stream to 100% see. Which I just realized that as well. We literally did all of this live on yesterday's stream into today's stream. So literally everything's been live. It's cool. Sometimes I try to force it and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to do a swing live stream. I try to find one. It doesn't work out. Or maybe I find one and it was on a day I wasn't. Like, it's like either direction. So it's kind of cool. That worked out naturally. I guess seems like there's a bot in chat as well. Yeah. I I don't have one personally. Like I didn't put one, but there is definitely a bot in the chat, like a YouTube like mod bot or something. But we don't see it. Like it's not gonna go in chat and be like, "Hey guys." It just kind of does its thing. I think it acts off of like conditions, like a trigger word. Like I think when you typed part of that sentence, it was like, yeah, because I scroll up and I still don't see it. Is that a new high on Dell? All right, be honest. How many of you went against what I said yesterday? How many of you in here actually entered both swings? Besides Maddie, he's already clear. He doesn't have to answer that. He got the pass. How many of you went against what I said though and got both swings? I said yesterday it would piss me off. So I just want to see who did what. No lying. We're all telling the truth to each other here. You just entered Nike? Fuck. I mean, at least you didn't do both, though. Should have just got 50 Dell. I mean, you're fine. That's not why I was asking that, by the way. I'm not asking that because I want to make sure everybody's only in the winner. No, I'm asking that because I don't want to see people in here being like, I entered both. There's going to be a day where both lose. So, I just want to make that clear. Fuck. Alright, let's watch Nike. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of expected with how it was holding with the other XLY tickers. If you notice, too, in this stream, if anybody's taking notes or just wanting to figure out what do you look at while you're in a swing, for me personally, I mean, it's probably different for everybody. But for me personally, I love looking at not just the stock I'm swinging, but I like to go to the things that it's connected to. So with NKE, it's like discretionary stuff. You know, McDonald's, Home Depot, Amazon, Tesla. I mean, just XLY in general. Fuck you, Nike. Were you just in one garden? Or were you in multiple? I'm only asking because I was going to ask you another question after that connects to that. Feb 27, 60 foot. I mean, we're not even really down that bad, but just one. Did you trim it when I was telling everyone to trim, or are you still holding? Because it wasn't really that crazy. And again, this is genuinely just a question. I have no criticism after this question. You did not get in? Fair enough. I mean, you're kind of doing your thing right now, Aloha. You're kind of like finding things right now. Warming up to it. You're not really hell-bent on, let me get in this, let me get in that. Yours never moved? What? You're on Thinkorswim though, right? Correct, but damn, those were good. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see Nike do better. Yes? What the fuck? How was I able to exit? I mean, I didn't exit. I'm still in this losing runner. I entered 3 of these. Cut, or I keep saying cut. Trimmed off the 2 for pretty much nothing. And now this last one's down about 11, 12, 13, 14 bucks. Kind of depends on where I exit on the bid ask. Yeah, we probably just gotta exit this fucker. Let's go to the dailies, remind ourselves. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, Nike. Initial trims were barely profit, about 16%, and then I put in quotations also just $13. So again, because 16%, it sounds like a huge gain. Like, oh my god, we did so good, guys. Look at us. But it's really not that crazy. Stop loss is 63.55 on all time frames. Just so we're all set and clear on what we need to do next. So we're pretty much holding that last one until it literally just does anything. Dell. What do I say about this thing? Oh my god, my head's hurting. What did I say this strike was? Oh, this is the closer one. That's right, because it's the closer date. These are literally just still in the same spot. And then last but not least, let's check the other Dell position from Premium real quick, because I will forget. And then for this one, I need to make it a little closer. God, I want to get a good swing for Garden, though. Math. I can't think. I'm just gonna do it. I'm also glad I got a swing in the fucking Premium channel, because I've been so bad about that lately. I was also trying to, like, show the chat, look, I'm confident in this, without, like, spamming chat. So I made sure to post it for everybody in levels, and then I made sure to post it for everybody in VIP, because I just wanted to show, hey, this swing I'm really confident in. And if you were in the stream, you could literally hear my voice. You could literally go in the stream right now and go hear my voice, and you'll see how confident I was in this chart. And then I talked about Nike. These were literally the only two I liked out of literally every chart. We went through hundreds. It'd be a joke if I said anything smaller than that. For now, though, let's go chill. I'm sure some of you guys that aren't even swinging are probably tired of hearing me even look at that shit. It's not like Dell and Nike are the most attractive tickers anyway. So let's just go to hang out on SPY for a second. I'm trying to get that top target on my screen. There we go. So earlier we talked about if this holds and bounces with the tech. Not really surprised. But everything kind of relies on if tech continues up. And not just that, but do the other sectors help it? And right now, the two sectors I talked about are your two sectors that are up the most today. Discretionary and comms. These are both up the most out of your top sectors right now. Which is good, because these need to help tech. So we'll see if these keep helping each other out, or if they're about to start beating each other up. Is triple Q red? No. I was like, why don't I see it? Apparently not, Maddie. Apparently you and Garden were, like, not able to. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying me. because I didn't have a problem with it, and mine were moving instantly. I know I'm on desktop, but still, whatever. I'm still in that play, but it's only one contract, so I'm not trying to like sit here and act like, oh my god, guys, we're holding 1,000 of this. Also, guys, if you are in those swings, and any swings I post from before, now, and to the future, I give guidelines. You know, you can follow what I'm doing, but don't fucking message me, don't pressure me, don't at me if I'm swinging something. I don't care about your opinions. I'd rather be comfortable and making my own trades and focus on what I'm doing than someone sitting over my shoulder trying to micromanage me. But what I'm trying to say on the other end of that, though, is you can literally do whatever you want after that. You know, if you want to stick to the guideline, that's great. If you just kind of want to use it as like a template and you kind of expand on it, that's great. You know, but I don't want you guys to think like when I post that, you have to follow every single thing I'm doing and wait for everything I'm saying. You know, that's why I make that post and I type all that information out, because you're allowed to deviate from it. Now, how you deviate from it is up to you. Oh, you did exit. It was a small loss. Alright, well, I still want to get a good one for you. Not going to force it, though. But remember, guys, I told you I was not going to do any swings during earnings season. We didn't. It's not a fucking surprise that my next couple plays are, you know, doing pretty good. 2 out of the 3. So I'm not trying to sit here and, like, hype myself up because we did good on Dell, but it just goes to show, guys, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. And that's why I don't trade earnings season. And I know that I made some people annoyed with that fact, because some people stopped joining the stream, some people stopped looking at the levels of the swing channel. I can see that shit. You know? So I know I definitely annoyed some people by saying, I'm not going to do any swings for the next 2.5 weeks. It's just what it is. I don't do swings during... It's when the banks do their earnings. Right when the banks start their earnings, I'm pretty much done. That's like always a cutoff for me, because I know that tech stocks, discretionary stocks, communication stocks, like all this stuff's coming right next. The banks are always first. Justin, Bueller to cut rates. Markets in free fall. God. I probably would cut the rates if I was in his position, though, I'll be honest. And then they'd be like, Bueller, why would you cut rates? Our economy's fucking dying. I'd be like, well, the data that I have here in front of me is telling me otherwise. I just say some random shit. Wait, Bueller, any anime I'm sleeping on? No weekly One Piece makes me sad as fuck. Yeah, you're not lying, bro. Us One Piece fans are down bad right now. I would say... I mean, have you seen, like, Attack on Titan? Have you seen Solo Leveling? Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen? I would make sure I've watched all 3 of those. Those are 3 just off the dome that aren't really underrated, but you might be sleeping on if you haven't seen any of those 3. I want to give you one that's not super popular. Promise Neverland. You're welcome. But do watch Industry. It's so good. Do watch Industry. It's so good. That's the name of it. I have a swing in mind, but I'm not sure a sane person will take it. What is it? What is the idea? Still wild to think Dell only just IPO'd in 2018. Wait, swear to God, on the global economy, 2018 is when Dell IPO'd. Dude, I would 100% fail that if that was in a quiz. I would have been like, I don't know, before I was born. That's what I deadass would have said. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Lunar Entity, that's actually nuts. The backseat Antilus, they'll love to lose the money. Yeah, they love vicariously living through other people. It's insane. And what's more insane is they have no self-awareness. If you're gonna backseat somebody, you have to realize you're literally pressuring them. I mean, I'm sorry, like, even Arnold Schwarzenegger would get pressured in that situation. They'd be like, yo, bro, Quit pocket watching. I'm trying to trade. That's why I completely stay away from posting gains, posting losses. I don't post any of it. I'll post the method. I'll be like, yeah, look, this is where I entered, this is where I exited, this is why I did what I did. But I'm not. We're not doing that shit because it actually is so insane what it does to people. And you might sit there and be like, well, but it helps me justify my result. No, you're coping. You're coping so hard. There's a reason I've been here for almost 7 years. I messed up SPY until my last put that brought me back to profit. Wait, what? I played your callouts from yesterday, but sold before close. Nice plays, Apple and Nike. I didn't post Apple. But I'm glad to hear that, Rocks. Also, I thought you were taking a break. I'm not mad to see your name. I'm happy to see your name. Don't get me wrong. But I thought you were taking a break. You know, most people on the internet right now, Rocks, seeing your name in here, they'd be like, oh, thank God I got him back. Time to milk more money out of him. Brother, I don't want to see you sign up or anything in my shit. I want to see you grind if you're going to be here. But I am happy to see your name. I just watched the movie The Big Short. Crazy. That's definitely one of the best movies I think I've ever seen. I'm not even going to be like, oh, it's one of the best stock market. No, I fucking love that movie. I've watched that movie probably 50, 60 times, and I haven't watched it in like maybe 2 years. I watched it a lot when it was out, or when it was like popping. That movie is so fucking good. If I had to give you another one, what's the one with the guy from Star Trek? The guy that plays Spock. What's that movie called? It's got a bunch of people in it. Fuck, now you got me wanting to look it up. Who plays Spock? Star Trek New. Zachary Quinto. Okay, what movie is this guy in? Margin Call. I would watch Margin Call if you haven't seen it. Margin Call. MARGIN space CALL. That's right, Bueller is correct as always. No, I am not always correct. I wish that was the case though. Not really for ego, just because then I could be like, guys, look, I have a 100% win rate. Let's all swing something. Or would that be bad? Because then people would just delusionally follow you. That would be bad. Actually, always being correct would actually be a curse. Now that I think on that. To always be correct would actually be bad. I use my wins and losses on Instagram with poker. It did mess with my head. Oh, I see what you're saying. Damn, that's different though. I bet that's kind of fun playing some cards. Are you like that good? I mean, you gotta be pretty good to be like, I'm good enough to post this on the internet. You gotta be pretty decent. Shortest break on record. I almost watched that movie on Saturday. I won't lie, I started rewatching Band of Brothers. I think that might be my actually like favorite series thing ever. I don't even know if I would say World War II is my favorite like history, like piece of history. It's definitely up there, but that show is so insane. 5-5 no limit. Everyone plays face up. What? That's ballsy. That's kind of cool though. That is something that we would do if we were making a brisket and we were so tired because it was taking us forever to like go to bed. And we'd play cards all night or dark something. And I remember like we would just start facing up the cards to just play it blind. You know what I mean? And be like, yeah, man, sure, this, that. And like we try to like finish it till we could finish it, just so we could go to bed. Vietnam is your favorite? Why do I feel like you're messing with me? I mean, there's a lot of cool aspects to it, but some people would say you're rage baiting. LOL, I don't recommend poker, by the way. It can be a demoralizing game. Yeah, I bet. If you're not doing it like just for fun between buddies, it probably is pretty demoralizing. Why is Vietnam your favorite? I think gun to my head, I wouldn't even be able to answer the question, so that's why I'm interested. The amount of people, I didn't even read that message. The amount of people looking at Bitcoin but ignoring IBIT is insane. The ETFs literally control the liquidity now. Don't even tell them, bro. Just keep it a secret. Keep it a secret that anyone can just Google search, bro. Keep it a secret. I think there's a couple people in my chat that literally own that ETF. Now, they didn't do it for the specific reason of, I think this is going to have controlled liquidity in the future, but it seems to be playing out that way. Definitely not hating. I think what's crazy to me, Lunar, is how many people don't realize that it's been regulated for a long time now. And that it's only going to get worse for the regulation of it. If it hasn't already. You know, I'm not super up to date with it. Like, bro, at one point people thought they were never going to have to pay taxes on crypto. Like, I'm not joking with you. That's a genuine, like, general consensus people held. IBIT was the play, bro. Yeah. We needed Lunar to join sooner. Lunar to join sooner. Holy shit, bars. Retire and become a rapper. Fuck you, Nike. Alright, I'm out of Nike. I'm honestly just tired of looking at it. And Dell's still doing really good right now, so I just gonna focus on the good. It's okay. Don't take it personal, Bueller. You're only just slightly a loser right now. Cutting for 0.63. That is a loss of $17, meaning we only made $9 on Dell. I mean, Nike. I almost just typed 1.63 and I was like, wait, that's not right. And just being honest, I said it in my channel too. Cutting it. Gonna let the Dell play carry me today. See, I'm not always right. Fucked up pretty clearly right there. I don't care though, because if you put a gun to my head, I probably still would have told you that looked good for shorts. So I'm not mad about the loss. I just like to dramatize things. Though I do take it serious. I want to fucking make sure guarding gets into an actually good swing. Not saying Nike wasn't actually good. What did I say here on this one? Dell Feb 20. I keep having to look at my notes because I keep forgetting I have two of them. Well, not forgetting that I have two of them, but I keep forgetting that they're two different dates, so I have to kind of play them differently. Which I think is probably why I sold the other one so quickly. I mean, I say quickly, but it wasn't really quick. 247? Okay, shit. I ain't complaining. I agree. Currently, price action fading robust earnings tells me the big boys are waiting for a major event in Q1 to pass. I would argue it's the tariff decision, but they keep delaying the damn thing. Yeah, I don't know what it would be, too. This is almost bar for bar kind of how I was explaining things, but I would definitely say you just broke it down in a way more intelligent fashion. In short, I was just kind of saying things have been feeling a lot more bearish than they really are. It kind of just feels like we're waiting on something. But you definitely broke that down a lot better than I did. Price action fading. Robust earnings tells me the big boys are waiting for a major event. I would argue it's the tariff decision, but they keep delaying the damn thing. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be the tariff thing either. It could be interest rate related. It could be tariff related. It could be... I don't know if it could be jobs related, because I feel like all that stuff is like... It is very strong data to use towards that stuff, but it's not like instant, you know? Like, I'm not going to see 3 weeks of selling because of a jobs number. What's up, Carter, bro? It's so good reading your name. 24 people here. Hit that like button. Yeah, guys, what are we doing? Hit that like button. Swing callouts, spy updates. We're really in here killing it. And we're trying our best to remain non-egotistical. Because it really feels like everybody's going that direction these days. It's about being right and looking good in front of others. You guys just saw me lose money on sort of lost money on Nike. You know, this is what trading actually looks like. Holy fuck, I keep feeling worse and worse by the minute. Alright, Rocks, do not move. I need you to hear every word I'm about to say, because you didn't catch it earlier clearly. So you said, I missed some of the conversation. I had to step away. I took your Dell call, but sold before closed yesterday. 1, don't enter my swings if you're going to close before, or close before the end of the day. So just don't enter at all. 2, I thought you were taking a break from trading. I am happy to see your name, Rocks. Like I said already, about 3 other times already. But at the same time, I don't want to sit here and ignore that you literally said you're going to like take a break or quit trading even, and you're already back. So what I want to tell you is, if you're going to be here, you need to listen to the rules. But 2, please do not sign up. Please do not like do a bunch of shit where you're spending money to be in my community. Because if you're going to sit here and struggle, I don't really want to see you on the other end of things, you know, paying me money. B, get some vitamin C. I need to. Does Sunny D count? I'm kidding. If this is just the same 4-year pattern from Trump's last term, gonna face palm. I mean, it's probably going to be. He's probably like, damn, this worked really well the first time. I think we could incorporate a couple things and we'll just make it work better the next time. Who knows, though, man? Who really knows? We'll never really know. But, you know, wink, wink, we might have a good opinion on it. Good intuition. Oh, Dell. I'm honestly surprised we're sitting here, like, witnessing Dell do this. I couldn't tell you how insane it was when I was typing this out in Discord yesterday, because I'm just sitting there like, when the fuck have I ever talked about Dell? I just haven't. 260s. Shush. That period destroyed anyone that didn't like cash. 100%, because we went from this euphoric market that felt, I'm not going to say easy, but it felt like all you had to do was just buy and hold. And I can tell you personally, I got burnt out on not doing that, because I would always try to just get my piece, and then I would exit too quick before it did really well. And that's why I've learned that now. And then on my left, I look over at my friend Jason. He lives in the UK. And he would literally just buy Roku for months out, and then like wouldn't join the Discord for like a couple weeks, and then he'd come back and he'd be up a bunch. And he did that like 100 times on so many different names. And that's just how that market was. That was who I pretty much traded with all the time at the time. That was like very, very early on in my group. And I remember that lesson to this day. Like, man, sometimes you just got to understand the trend. It's not always going to go instantly. Sometimes it's just going to go slow. And then right after that, like Lunar just said, we went into a market where it was like, if you weren't sitting cash, you were basically fucking yourself. Or if you weren't, you know, waiting for those opportunities to just wait to buy the dips after, you know, a couple years, it really was... Whew. We went from like a really crazy euphoric market into this dramatic market very quickly. And though Trump was part of some of it, everybody really likes to be like Trump, 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 Trump. But in reality, it was a lot of different things. From COVID to Trump to the transition from Obama to Trump, it was a lot. China, I can't tell you how many weeks I would tell my chat, guys, be careful this week, trying to trade deal. Guys, be careful this week, trying to trade deal. And then it never even finished. So it's just kind of funny, like, just thinking back on those things, it kind of reminds you, like, man, sometimes you really do just have to be better about risk. Like, if you're entering 100% of your account in this really cheap play, of course you're going to cut it super quick. If you're entering this really cheap play with 1% of your account, 5% of your account, 10% of your account, you're probably going to give it a little bit more room that it might need to actually do the play that you're looking for. You know, see how that works out? It almost always comes back to you. It's really weird. So like I said, like you do have no control over the market, but you do have 100% of how you perceive the market, how you control yourself, and how you actually, you know, whatever. I can't think straight right now. Not to be dramatic, but I know in my heart and soul you're the dude to learn from. Hey man, I'm happy to read that, but I don't want to sit up here and act like Jesus Christ, like it's nothing like that. But thank you for that. I appreciate the good words. Definitely nothing special though, man. Just a bunch of people in here just trying to work together on things. We happen to get lucky and get addicted to levels that actually work. Thank you, Rox. Thank you. Remember what I said though, Rox. I just want to make sure you're good, man. I don't want to see you sitting here going, you know, losing a bunch of money and then also, you know, trying to pay the chat for money. Like, I don't want to see that. I want you to be comfortable if you're going to be here. But I am happy to see you. Great community as well. Yeah, dude, the people in my chat are fucking awesome. I have some of the coolest people in my opinion, because what some of you newer people might not know is I actually was a very popular trader at one point. Like we had 1,000 people in each of these streams, no problem. And this might be due to my own mental issues. I took a very long break. Like pretty close to a year. I came back, and a lot of the OGs, a lot of like the same names you see in here today, you know, they stuck with me even after taking a huge break. And I would post in the Discord here and there, but it definitely was nothing like a lot. You know, I'm not gonna sit here. That's probably the most quiet year for me since starting my Discord. Anyone knows me knows that I'm always going over stuff. I'm always talking, yapping. I'm always posting in chat, even if it's not like a direct, hey, get in this, let's do this now kind of thing, you know? So I have some really cool people, man. They stuck with me through my craziest times. Now, yeah, we don't have 1,000 people per stream anymore, but that's not really my goal. I think after learning all that stuff too and going through it all, I'm kind of like having the small knit conversation group, you know? I could sit here and be like, oh, hey, what's up, Aloha? What's up, SF? What's up, Maddie? You know, I can remember these people. It's kind of nice. Not that I need to remember each and every one of you, but it is kind of nice. I can answer everybody as well. Like back then, I'd be like, guys, stop messaging me. Now I could actually answer whoever wants to message me. Not that I want you guys to message me. I would prefer you to keep it in the Discord so everybody can see what everyone's talking about. And there's no excuses too. Like some people, if even said to me in the past, well, I don't want to go in there and post it because I don't want to annoy everyone. Like, brother, shut the fuck up. The chat's not moving at the speed of light. There's not 60,000 people in there. Relax. Go in there, post, be yourself, be comfortable, reach out, interact with other people's posts. Zaya, it was it 2024, guys, or part of 2025? I can't even remember now. Quality crew, yeah, 100%. By the way, what's up, Zaya? Good to see your name. OG. 2024, that's what I thought. It felt more like 2024, because I'm pretty sure I got back into like streaming super heavily last year. And then I started getting super heavily back into swings, like openly for callouts, kind of towards the end of last year. It was like Q4 of last year, at the beginning of Q4 last year, all the way to now. Yeah, I think Joe's right on that one, actually. So yeah, probably 2024. I was getting insane views. It kind of got to me, and I really do suffer from. I don't like to talk about it a whole lot because I feel like I'm just like sorrow baiting or whatever the fuck you call it. But I really do suffer from bipolar really bad, and I don't take medicine for it because I've taken some in the past and it kind of fucked with me. So now I just kind of deal with it naturally. I do like this breathing bullshit, all kinds of stuff. It's kind of weird, but it really did get to me. I definitely did not have a good time. I was making a lot of money too from viewers, and it didn't help. It didn't matter. The money did not like cover. Oh, but I'm not liking this. I'm not comfortable. I had a lot of things going on at once too. It wasn't just my own condition and streaming and stuff. It was a lot of stuff going on all at once for me. I had people around me dying left and right. I had a falling out with a couple people. I mean, it was just fucking horrible. But that was a while ago. We're good now. But it was just a lot, I think. I think I was just overwhelmed. I ducked out a few months into last year, Mr. B-Day too. Oh, did you? You missed my damn B-Day. If I remember correctly, I didn't even tell anybody last year about my B-Day because I didn't want anybody donating. Because every time I do that, people always donate. And I don't like to do the donate baiting thing. Because it's just like kind of weird. If someone wants to donate, they can do that on their own accord. I'm not going to sit here and be like, guys, it's my birthday, donate. It's just really weird. You did? Damn. Well, good luck for you, because apparently I have a birthday every year, believe it or not. Once a year. Wouldn't be surprised if this quarter bottoms around 23k or 20k on the NASDAQ and then rips again. Or rips again. If this is just a repeat of the last term, it'll be textbook. I was there and I can relate. I appreciate that. I needed that. I needed that relation or I was going to lose my mind. Because it literally felt bad. I felt horrible. But yeah, the streams were popping though. It was kind of fun. But to be fair, it came from a lot. Like, I'm not going to go through it all, but we had a lot of really, like, I think at the time, 2 of the 3 biggest traders in terms of follower counts literally shouted me out, and I had never messaged them in my life. And it just brought in so many people. A lot of fakes, though, I'll be honest with you, man. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you could have just guessed that from the rip, but it's just, oof. And for someone like me, it really does bother me because I'm not really good at handling myself when it comes to how people talk. Because I think I can just run sentences around people, you know? So I think I can't be touched. So when someone does act like that, it kind of gets to me because it's like, are you fucking stupid? Like, am I really about to just rip a hole through you? But it's just probably not mature to act like that. Let's be honest. Apple and Nvidia are both red, by the way. But thought of you that day, I appreciate you. I always think of you and Leland on y'all's birthday. UNH boner alert. Shoo! That's the only time that word can be typed in my chat, by the way. If you guys use some crazy terms, it better make sense. It better make sense. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about all that ice and snow around you, man. I was kind of cold just looking at that video. I hope it warms up, man, so you could have some beautiful temperatures. Believe it or not, this is actually supposed to be one of the colder months for the South, so we'll see if that's true or not. Ceiling still dripping, been trying to deal with that. That is so fucking annoying. What kind of pipe was it? Was it like an actual like pressured water pipe? I'm assuming so. That sucks. I mean, you already know what to do. You're capable. But still, that sucks. Bro's gotta put like fans on his ceiling now. That's so annoying. Hope there's no mold that grows. Y'all would be impressed with how much mold I've seen in plumbing. I remember I went to this one house, and they didn't even have any crazy leaks. And then we go up to this. It was like a condo. I go up to like the 3rd floor, and this guy had like a pair of shoes on the ground in the corner, and I accidentally tripped over them, so I moved them. Well, I went back to go place them back, and I did not touch them again because there was just mold all inside of the shoe, on the outside of the shoe, and it was coming from the ground, from like under the carpet. And I look, and it's seeping from the tile in the bathroom, seeping from the shower. I'm like, brother, you have like a fucking leak all over this bathroom. What are you doing? Like, not only was it leaking, like, bro had mold on a fucking pair of shoes. I'm like, how do you not see this? No pipe at all, just ice buildup so it pushes the water. Oh, okay. Thank God. I'd rather it be that than a fucking pressured pipe. Under the shingles, roofers probably failed to install the ice shield correctly. That is so fucking annoying. Man. That's like people down here, except with, like water. When it rains, sometimes they don't put like whatever they put on the roofs well enough, like tar or whatever. Or whatever the hell they seal it with. I have no idea. The only time I was ever on a roof was to seal like vents with like silicone. Or a caulk. I don't even remember what we used anymore now. I don't think it was silicone. Pretty sure it was caulk. Man, just thinking of that made my fingers all sticky. I'm not even gonna lie. You get even just one thing of silicone on you, you're fucked. Silicone. What's up, guys? How's stream? I'm not gonna lie, my energy's at an all-time low right now. I am happy to see one of the swing, or 2 out of the 3 work. I guess it's 1 because it's the same thing. 1 not so well. Not really that chart's fault though. I really can look back on that and be like, well, its sector did really well today. So I'm honestly not mad at Nike. I think it just sucks that sector didn't work out with it. Which honestly, that was a big reason I posted Nike in the first place, because I had Dell, and I was like, well, if the market goes up, this will probably go up. And there's always that chance Nike still does go down even with that, because it doesn't need its sector support, but clearly today it did. What else? Didn't really call out SPY, more or less just kind of covered the fact that it's bouncing from the main 694 level right there that we've been talking about very recently here, yesterday and today, as well as the same time you have your XLK chart bouncing that level, the 143s. So just kind of good timing when that bounced. It's our heaviest sector, so it makes sense that this would bounce around the same time, but also in the same kind of relation to its levels from yesterday. It's got the same context as the tech chart does. But yeah, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's everyone doing? What's everyone looking at? Yeah, I don't know how long I'll go on the stream. I'm kind of just going until I pass out. Good morning, good morning. Snoring stream. That's usually behind a paywall. Yeah, we do the swing streams openly for everybody for free, and then we're gonna start doing the snoring streams for paid. I'm gonna create a new membership on YouTube. It'll be $500 a month. Anybody who clicks in can come tune into my snoring. Damn, Garden. Let's go. Can we get a round of applause for Garden, guys? Round of applause for Garden. Shout out to anybody who owns equity. Shout out to my equity MFers. I'm clapping multiple times right now. I fucking love reading that message. I love seeing people in my chat own things. Very dope. And make sure, guys, like Garden, do your own research. You can listen to me, you can listen to all your friends and peers, listen to some dude on a podcast. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you still need to do at least a little bit of your own research. So hopefully all of you do that. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I have a question / comment. Today I have 2 pre-market highs marked because the true pre-market high happened at 4 a.m. candle. Just for you, I will turn on extended hours. You have 2 pre-market highs because technically it happened at 4 a.m. Yeah, I have the same thing. Wait, why do you have 2? You're saying this one and this one, right? Also, that's crazy that lines up at this level. So how was that 2 pre-market highs? Wouldn't this be the pre-market high? I'm not arguing with you. I'm genuinely just asking because I'm trying to understand. My brain's working a little slow today. A little slower than usual. You got an 80% entry for a scalp? Jesus. Well, this is the one. Isn't this the first one you're talking about, though? Yeah. Basically, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really matter because it's basically the same thing. But yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. I think some of the healthiest pre-markets you're going to see are when they are, like, flat like this. Like, the majority of it's kind of flat. Because you haven't left the train station yet. So you'll probably have a lot of your best trades when you see a pre-market like that. Oh, you're on TradingView. Okay, fair enough. Oh, there is a higher one. To be honest with you, when I first started trading DataJ, that's exactly what I used to do. I would mark like the wick high, and then I'd go and I'd find like a meat high for pre-market. Because at the time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I mean, let's be honest, I still don't. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. That's totally fine. I don't see why that would be bad anyway. That just sounds really smart, honestly. It's like you're adding every potential pre-market high there is. Because maybe sometimes it's not so clear. It's not always going to be the clearest thing. Plus, people don't realize how early pre-market actually starts. Holy fuck. I feel like I'm tripping on acid right now, dude. Trading view shows and about 695.60 because 80% cheaper. I'm going to that's right today. So 9 my time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I can't even speak. Holy fuck. Like, comes up into the first one, goes up to the second one to wick the second one, and now it's kind of like pulling back a little bit. Well, not really pulling back yet, but you know what I'm saying. See if it works out. Potential wick here to hold the 695.50s. All right, be honest, because I've always wanted to do some of these streams, but I don't really know how to ask. But let's just throw it out there. How many people would actually join a swing stream if I didn't stream all day and then I pulled up the stream in the last like 2 hours? Last 2.5 hours. Like, realistically, who would actually click on that? I'm not saying for today, I'm just asking. Wake up! Wake up! 100% yes? You would be there? Oh shit, you two are already enough. Let's just do a private call. See you guys later. I always try. I only ask because in the past I've done them and I'm not just getting less viewership. I mean, I'm getting like literally 10% of the viewership. So that's why I ask, because it's almost like pointless to do it when I can just go into the Discord and type it out. But I like doing the streams when I go over that stuff because you'll see, like yesterday's, we'll cover a lot more. Sorry, if I'm yawning, it's making you yawn. I'm sorry. But yeah, you'll see, like, we're able to elaborate more, go over more, you know, kind of make sense of things, not just the basic shit. So that's why I like the streams when I do my swings more, because I feel a little bit more justified. Like, I can go over something and it's not just black and white. Like, there's always more to actually cover, you know, the different stipulations that can happen, all that stuff. Like, I would almost like to have it, if I'm gonna post a swing, I would like there to be a stream. Just so we have the evidence of, like, look, this is what we went over, this is why we think this, this, and that. So if anybody's ever like, well, I want to join some of these, but I want to learn first, they can. Not just through videos, but through the live streams. Because to sit there and be like, well, I've never heard of your strategy, Bueller. Well, you've clearly never clicked on my YouTube channel then. Because everything is out there. Like, and there's playlists for everything. So literally no excuses. Because I've had people do that to me in the past. They'll be like, I see you posting all these swings. Where can I learn how to do this? And then I send them the channel and I never hear from them again. It's like, the second I gave them the resource to learn to do it on their own, they're like, ah, this is boring. I don't get that. If someone's not doing it for them, they get so lost. Honestly, probably not me. No, you're good. I wanted you guys to be honest. I'm not gonna get butthurt if somebody says they wouldn't make it, or wouldn't watch, or wouldn't join them. I'm totally fine. Yes, Data J, but very rarely. I've done that a lot in the past with McDonald's. But that's because I knew I was looking at a stock that probably could just rally for like weeks. So it's really when I think I'm in a strong trend type play that I'll do that. But that's very rare. I don't like to do it. I'm just very simple-minded. It has nothing to do with anything else. I just like keeping it simple. Not to say you can't do that, you know? Oh, what's up, Alex? Yeah, dude, your fucking TA was pretty good. I was reading through that this morning, and I was very happy with what I was looking at. UNH and ABBV catching some steam didn't enter. Did the hezzy? Hey, it's okay, Alex, because you get the rep of, like, seeking opportunity, finding it. Did you enter? No. Will you probably enter next time? Hopefully. But I think it's important that you do that all the time. You know, going through, finding setups, regardless of taking them, just going through the motions. And actually, I heard a very cool example of this last week. But basically going through the motions, even if you're not actually doing it live. So let's say you're like an NBA player. And maybe like, let's say like the other team couldn't make it because their plane was like delayed or something. So let's say you and your team are just kind of there. The game's not forfeited. It's just happening on a different day. You know, what would you think would be the best course of action for somebody in that scenario? Go home and drink alcohol and eat chips and play video games and go to sleep and wake up the next day for the game? Or should you go through the motion as if you just played a game? And the answer is the second. You should go through the motions as if you really did have the game that day. So go and train. If the game was this long and you're going to play this many minutes, go train for that long. You know, go do this, go do that, go through the motions still. And then therefore, if it does actually pop up, you're good. Oh, you're good, Rocks. I got you now. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was like, Apple. I was like, I didn't post Apple. I got you there. You're good. Appreciate you, fam. No problem, man. I'm really happy with your post. I wouldn't say that if I didn't actually think it. Like, I wish more people would post, but now I'm starting to see you guys all have way too high standards, and that's why none of you post all the time. Some of you actually just are waiting for, like, certain things, so that's cool. I ain't complaining. I didn't realize I had, like, 100 perfectionists. I guess that's a good thing, though. I was watching, no action on my part, learning from the back test. Yeah, no, you're good. Does that mean back test, or are you trying to say besties? I'll take either. Learning from the back test, learning from the besties. It was besties. Okay. They kind of both fit. And my brain read both words at the same time, so I don't know how that works. That's funny. What's a cool community question we could ask each other? I started to ask something each week. What would be a good, like, default vanilla community question? What is everyone's favorite color? You could only type one. If you had to say one color, and don't say black or white, those are shades. Gun to your head, one color. What's that color? Green. What kind of green? Like just a normal green? A light green? A dark green? Green again. You guys really like green. I ain't complaining. I think gun to my head, I'd probably say red. But to be fair, I've been around red my whole life. Like literally every school colors have been red. Any green except mint. Fair enough. Yeah, mint is kind of a faker. Blue. Blue's a great color. When I was a kid and they had the crayon packs, I would always say that the purple one was my favorite because it was named Purple Mountain Majesty. I'd like spit off that crayon's name 100 times in a row. I wish I was a perfectionist. The perfectionists don't. Some of them wish they could get out of that hell. Green is a sickly color. Now red is exotic, alluring, spicy, alluring. We all should have said purple. I mean, there have been wars fought over the color purple. I don't know the history of green. I don't know the history for red either, actually. Blue or red? Zion color is badass? What the hell is Zion? Zion color. Oh, it's like an old gold and heavy tan combination. Bitterness and richness meld equally to create a heavenly hue. What a crazy sentence that was. Bitterness and richness meld equally to create a heavenly hue. Purple rain. But green is legit, yeah. I'm impressed I saw a lot of greens. I don't even hate green. I was impressed to see them. I think one color I would definitely judge somebody if it was their favorite would be like orange. Like if somebody was like orange is my favorite, I'd be like, lock this guy up. I don't know what crimes he's going to commit in the future, but they will be committed by him. Sorry to anybody out there that orange is their favorite. I just think you're built a little differently. And not particularly in the right way. Purple rain. Ooh, I know another question I could ask. Blood just said white. I said you couldn't do white or black. You want to see white? Go outside. It's snowing all around you, Blood. Oh, you did miss that? Okay, you're good. Yeah, no shades. White, black, gray, those don't count. Because to be honest with you, if I was told that I could choose those as a color, I would be like, yeah, I'd probably choose black or gray. I definitely wear a lot of black. Not even like emo or anything like that. Just black's a really cool color. It's not a color though. And conspicuous fans. Olive green. Another green, guys. There's another green lover in here. What is that, like 4 or 5 of you? Garden, Jennifer. Alex said it was legit. I'm impressed. I have no hate to green. That is surprising to me. I was looking for your casual red and blues like me and Fipo. Or someone trying to be smart and funny and choosing a crazy one. Alright, next question. And this one should run deep into every single one of you. Unless you have, like, insane health concerns. What is your favorite type of chip? Like, what chip bag do you go for? And remember, same questions, gun to your head, so you can't sit here and type out 6 bags. I don't care about your second, third, and fourth. I don't care. If you were in a situation where someone was trying to murder you, and they said, hey, if you don't tell me what your favorite bag of chips is, I'm gonna murder you. What would you say? And I promise you they wouldn't say it how I said that. They would just do it. Us traders have green bias. Yeah, clearly you guys are super biased. Voodoo's. Kelly's Ketchup. What? I'm like Google searching all these words you guys are typing. Oh, okay. That's just how it's labeled. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just straight up eating ketchup. This bag looks fire. I won't lie. Looks like there's 3 main flavors. Oh, there's a lot more than 3. Salted paprika, salt and vinegar, sour cream, sweet paprika, chips, garlic, cheese. Damn. Okay, Fipo's probably cooking with that one. That one's actually probably pretty fire. The name, though, for an American reading that would be very weird. Like, reading that name, I'm like, is my friend eating ketchup? Cheetos. What kind of Cheetos? You like the hot or the cheesy kind? Doritos count. Cape Cod. What? These are chip names? Alright, you guys aren't trolling me. These are actually chip names. Man, reading them out loud, it just felt weird. Oh, I've seen this bag. What am I talking about? Or I feel like I've seen it at least. Cheese doodles? Oh my god, you might have just reminded me what that bag of chips is. Boulder Canyon Garlic Parmesan. Okay, these... Maybe it's just because I'm in Texas. These chips sound nuts. All of these names you guys are typing. Kelly's Ketchup. Boulder Canyon, sorry. What was the other one? Voodoo. What? What have we done to chip names, man? Okay, so far, none of these chips look bad. All of you are cooking. I just saw the Voodoo, I saw the Kelly's Ketchup, I saw the Boulder Canyon. Hot Honey Cheese Doodles. It's ketchup, basically? Okay. That's the awesome crunch factor. Ooh, that is good. The cheesy kind? That's my mom's favorite chip. Cheesy Cheetos. Cape Cod potato chips, yep. Cape Cod jalapeno. Okay, so it is normal. I'm just not aware. Nah, Great Lakes purple potato chips are next level, but you wouldn't understand. Great Lakes purple potato chips. I know for a fact when you go to the bathroom, this is the color you see. That's crazy. These are actually purple. Like, you know that SpongeBob episode where he starts dyeing all of his food? Pretty Patties, or whatever they were called? That's what this reminds me of. A pretty patty? Like, no bullshit. These actually look kind of cool. So why do you say that we would know? Are they actually, like, that good? Like, they're actually so good they're to die for? I need a restock. I maxed out at Costco when they release. Oh my god, they're so good. This man eliminates every inventory of them from Costco. They are so good. I don't know why. Pretty Michigan based. Few surrounding states. Damn. Well, if I ever visit Michigan, I will definitely try out these purple chips because they are actually super purple. Not just a little purple. They're like soup. Oh, they do ship? They probably don't have any inventory. Yeah, Maddie hoards them. Maddie lore unlocked. We now have his origin story. Out of stock across 5 different states. Blood traveling to 5 states to get all these chips. Ooh, I'm gonna order them, dang. Yeah, I kind of want to order some now, too. I need to wait till next week to order them, though. Gotta watch Facebook for drop. Wait, you're telling me you're on Facebook to like get alerts on when they restock? It's like one small farmer who grows them for them? What? Why has no big company picked up on that yet? They need to buy this man out and put his fucking product into production. What are we doing? Oh, MSU created it. That's still crazy. What is it? I'm not gonna lie to you. It almost looked like a sweet potato, but purple. But I doubt it tastes sweet. Or maybe it does. I don't know. We got him running to the store now. He's like, fuck, I'm craving them now. Oh, that could be a good question. Like, what's a weird craving you guys have had before? Not just like pregnant women, but like genuinely, like when you guys get cravings, what is like a weird craving that you've had before? Because we've all had one. What is something that you were just like randomly one day thinking, you're like, man, I gotta eat that? I'm waiting for the pickle answers. What is a weird craving everybody has had before? Green olives. See, that's the kind of answer I was looking for. Like something that's like definitely, edible, but something that not a lot of us are probably thinking about all the time. Like you're not reaching for green olives, It's probably something you get as you have a craving for it kind of thing. Or unless you just really like green olives, some people are just like that. That is definitely the kind of answer I was looking for, though. If I had to think on it, I don't know if I could. What's a weird craving? I guess it's kind of hard to think about when you actually put it on the spot. I feel like it'd be some weird mix of some food with peanut butter. Holy shit, rocks. Thank you, man. Thank you for the loyal support thing. The sign up. Sorry, my brain's fuzzy today. I'm running on low fuel. I won't lie though, I think I got like 10% extra energy this morning when I woke up because I looked at my phone. I was like, all right, let's see what Dell's doing in pre-market. Let's see what Nike's doing in pre-market. And they were doing all right. So I was like, all right. It was like an extra little booster. You know what's weird though? Whenever I wasn't feeling like shit, I would start my stream later than I did today. Today, it's like I just sat down and didn't even think and just did it. It almost kept me focused at the beginning. Fried Oreos. Oh my god, that is such a great answer. Dude, when I go to the carnival, I see that all the time, but oh my god, do I love funnel cakes. So I never eat the fried Oreos. I always get a funnel cake. Every time. I mean, I'm not joking. If you ever want to, like, get to the center of my heart, just give me a fucking funnel cake. You can have whatever you want. Just give me the funnel cake. I mean, they are, like, crack to me, man. Ooh, pistachios is a great ass answer too. Me and my mom were literally just talking about pistachios the other day. I was trying to remember one of the nuts, and then she said pistachios. IWM new Hive Day again. This thing's a demon, man. I only posted it one time in the past couple weeks, but I was talking about how this area is just super important for direction. And look, fell, rejected, fell away, bullish kicker, closed over it, retested it, pump more. Like, they really use this for direction. At least for now. Will it gap fill? Very possible. Maybe not today, but I guess it depends on the other part of the markets. Does it continue to hold? And thank F I didn't call out coin calls. Honestly, we just need to start swinging the shit out of AMD because it actually goes with my levels super well. Like, it actually listens a lot. Whoa. Who? What is it good for? My source says Costco in Traverse City has them right now. Maybe people can ship us all purple chips. I'm not gonna lie, they did look really good. That's a really good purple they did. Silver's quarterly candle is the ugliest thing. I don't even want to look right now. That daily time frame is so fucked. I can only imagine what that one looks like. The huge move up, the return to the median. I bet it looks absolutely nuts. It's probably got the craziest wick ever. The ugliest thing. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it had 2 wicks on each side. My source says cost. Oh, I already read that one. Candy apple is my childhood to go. Oh, at the fairs? I actually have had a candy apple at a fair before. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it. It was a little messy because I got facial hair. But oh my god, dude. You're actually, yeah, that's another... Okay, so basically just fair food. All fair food is just good. Damn, now I want fair food, dude. It's not fair food. Pistachios is a good one, too. It's like I'm trying to make myself hungry. Alright, let's go to the silver chart. I don't even have the quarterly as a thing. Dude, what the fuck? The high of that is literally right there. Beard bros? Yeah, 100%. I won't lie, I don't go out in public a whole lot, but I went in public one time. Me and this girl. And I don't know what it was. But we walked into this like shoe store. She wanted shoes or something. And we walk out. As I'm walking out, this kid walks up to me and tugs on my shirt. And I'm like, who am I about to swing on? Like, who is this tugging on me? And I look, I say kid. It's like a kid like in high school, probably. Like late high school. Like probably like a job he has outside of the school. And he goes, nice beard, bro. And I didn't even have like a fully grown beard yet. It was just like some there, you know? And the whole day I just kept getting mocked. Nice beard, bro. Nice beard, bro. So every time I read the word beard now, I think like, nice beard, bro. Like, I don't know why. I was getting mocked. I have a mustache as well. I actually have been getting kind of annoyed with it recently because like every time I eat it gets kind of annoying. I pretty much just, well, I'm lazy. I don't trim anymore. I'll just get it fed up with it and then cut it all off, and then it'll grow back within literally like a week. It's absolutely crazy. You would think I was below south of the equator when I was born, dude, because I swear, dude, those people can grow their facial hair so fast. Like when they're born, they have facial hair. Long beard? No, no, no. It's just really thick. Mine doesn't really get lengthy. Like, it's a little bit in front of my face right now, but not that bad. Mine doesn't really grow super long. It just gets really thick. The Hunt brothers strike back. Did Hefe say girl? I thought Hefe is gay. Now this is a long time ago. But I always remember that part because it was just like she was mocking me, but it was just like I was a little weirded out whenever somebody said that to me in public. I was like, what? Like, blood, it's just hair. But I guess I never realized, because I guess a lot of people really do have a problem with growing facial hair like that, but I don't know, I never had that issue. Me and one of my brothers can grow more than my dad. He can't even grow like that much of a beard. I can grow like 6 times more than him. What else? I got a beard. You got a beard brush, Alex? I got a beard brush and everything. I probably don't use it as much as I should, but I got one. Blonde hair, orange beard. Also a thick bearded bro, blonde hair, orange beard. Yeah, I used to be blonde. Now I'm like super dirty blonde, and I also have like it's like dirty brown or dirty blonde orange facial hair kind of. It's like, see, I'm weird. They call me a day walker when I used to be in high school because my hair is dirty blonde everywhere, but in the sunlight it has like a red tint, if that makes sense. So they would call me a day walker. You see the same psychological habits over and over every market cycle. No, it is crazy. It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. I know people that sold Bitcoin and bought silver at 114. Wait. Not only did they take the loss on Bitcoin, they bought silver at a high. I've officially heard it all. That's like a double fuck up. What? You've never heard of Daywalker? Yeah, they would call me that in football. I wasn't a starting player, so I was more of like a class clown that didn't actually make good funny jokes all the time. It was like 50-50. I was either hitting or I was missing incredibly hard. How tall am I? I'm 5'7". I'm short. Though I don't feel so bad because I see a lot of people who are way shorter than me complaining about being short. I'm like, man, I don't think I've ever once complained about being short. I'm not tall. I'm like right at that average ass height. Like 5'7" is like nothing special. Too short to play basketball. Not big enough to play a better football position. You're 5'3". Honestly, 5'3" for girls is like the greatest height ever. You're special to me. I appreciate that. I love you too, Fipo. How tall is everybody in here? I think Fipo's tall. At least in his pictures, he seems tall. You're 6 foot? Yeah. You definitely look like it. You could just see the lengthiness on you. Like, you actually look like you could whoop ass in soccer. Which I'm sure you do. VC's 5'7". You're Kevin Hart's height? No shot. How tall is that? Look at you, kid. 5'2.5". You just couldn't be 5'3". Not tall enough for 5'3", but not short enough for 5'2". Good to see you, by the way. Always a smile on my face when I see you. 5'6"? Nice, nice. That's what she said. Yeah, Maddie's tall. He's 6'2". Some bitch. That half matters. It does. It really does. 4'11". Damn, you're my mom's height. All right, all right. Yeah, for real, 6'2", lucky bastard. I agree. I could have played fucking basketball at that height. At least for my school. No, you're good. I knew what you meant. At what height is someone a little person? I don't know, because when I was growing up, I heard that my height was the little height. Like, I heard that once you were 5'7" or small, like, you were considered small. But nowadays, the meme is actually under 5'7". I see the meme when people say that, they'll be like 5'3", 5'4". And I'm like, 5'3", 5'4"? And then you go to the comment section, you'll see people be like, always the top comment nowadays. It was never like this in the past, but the top comments nowadays are always, these 5'7" guys will never understand. You know, because they're basically saying, like, we complain about being short, but we're not actually as short as they are. It's like, duh. So, I don't know. I guess it depends on who you ask. Because I would say I'm short, but some people are saying, like, even under that should be what's considered. So, I don't know. I'm not even trying to, like, cope or defend. I honestly don't care, but it is a great question. Because memes would tell us that a long time ago it was 5'7". Haven't looked in a while. I honestly, at first when I read that message later, I thought you said haven't locked in a while. 4'8" is a dwarf? Yeah. No, that's too short. Like, for a guy, especially, that's very short. Are y'all the kind of people that can't date someone that's taller than you? Personally, I don't give a fuck. To be honest. Looking back on it, though, I think I've only dated one person that was taller than me. You don't care about height? Yeah. I think it's a weird thing to be, like, stressed about. Like, I'm not looking at this person and going, are you the right height, weight, blah, 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 blah. It's just weird. Because you can't really control height. You can control weight, but you can't really control height. Garden, I've never had that problem. Yeah, us short people can't really complain. Everyone's towering over us. And so it's on the inside, exactly. I can't, but it's because I'm married. Is your wife taller? Or are you taller? I can't, but it's because I'm married. Great answer. You just saved your own life for all we know. You're taller? Okay. Is she close, though? Is she close to your height? In medical terms, dwarfism is generally defined as an adult height of 4 feet 10 inches. That's insane. I would never call someone a dwarf. That just sounds like a racial term, but it's not. Actually just sounds so bad. Like, say it with like a hateful tone, and it actually sounds like you're saying something very bad. I mean, I guess anything would if you said it with a hateful tone. I would have thought shorter. I can't date a woman who weighs more than me. I don't think I'd mind as long as it wasn't, like, much more. Like, she can't be 100 pounds more than me. But if she weighs more than me, I don't think I'm gonna be tripping like that. Everybody needs love, man. It's normal difference. I think they like little people. No. We're not calling people little people. That's crazy. In the grandeur of 2026, I am not calling someone a little person. Even if they are. Carter's got the right mindset. Can she trade for me? I'll take it. I was only asking these questions because I know some people have like crazy specifications on like how they date someone. It's like, what? They gotta have $2 billion net worth. They gotta have no kids, no past relationships. They gotta have 6 houses, 4 boats. They gotta be 10'2". It's like, what? Talking about like a one of one human, probably. Everyone deserves love. That's true. Yeah, man. Everybody needs love. All right. Saw someone suggest that Bitcoin goes to fill its pandemic wick because this is its Nasdaq high. That just doesn't make any sense. The Nasdaq literally charged straight up for 6 years. No, bro. Let people think that. We need that liquidity. Also, I don't think I would ever use that to help me. For the longest time, I've been seeing people use that to like line up with Bitcoin and be like, this is what it's going to do next. Over the last 2 years, they've been doing nothing similar. You know? I don't think people realize once the market's been adopted, the crypto market has been adopted by a larger majority, it's going to start trading as its own. Like, it'll almost become a hedge at some point. It'll become a staple against other rotations. It'll be cyclical with the other sectors. And I don't think people understand that. That's crazy. I think the whole part of that blew my mind is when you said, because this is Nasdaq's, it's because this is its Nasdaq high. If I saw someone say that to me, I would just stop reading all of their messages from then on. I'd be like, brother, we're using Nasdaq to help us with... I have a cousin who married a rich short guy, and she says he is taller than 6 foot when he steps on his wallet. Yeah, I mean, can't really shit on a short guy who's got the bag. Last time I checked, the bag wins every time. What a crazy thing to say, though. Bro can have all the money in the world and can't pay for those extra inches. That's a bad joke. I looked it up. Person with dwarfism. This is the widely preferred recommended term by major atmospheres. Little people, respectful, neutral, and person first. That's crazy. I think if someone called me little person, I'd start swinging. They're taller than me. Guess what? I'm grabbing an object. Saw something on X I sent TB. Bet. I'll check it out right now. I'm merely moments away from passing out. On X? Oh, he sent to me on Discord. I'm stupid. Yeah, the whole Discord thing's kind of up in the air, man. I really don't know what to think about it. Because they claim that after they take everyone's Face ID verification, that they'll just delete all the data after they have it. But as we've known in the past, it's literally never happened once before in our lives. They don't delete the data after. They almost always have it for all kinds of crazy uses. But seeing that's even crazier. Yeah. Oh shit, I got a video of Maddie's leak. Oh, that's just annoying as hell. No shot, dude. That whole ceiling is gonna have to get replaced. Oh my god, man. Person with schizophrenia versus schizophrenia. It's misused by most bearish people. Everything is now person with, because its PC is not defined by your condition. Done for the day. A quick 25% on SPY. Great job, Rocks. Round of applause to you, man. I doubt that. Yeah, no, they're not going to delete the info. NSA and FBI doing the Macarena with Discord, yeah. It's pretty bad. I won't lie to you guys, though. And I'd be lying if I said I could find this evidence of me saying this, but I'm just being honest here. In the past, I said I've always been scared as a Discord owner because I know that they have the potential of having stricter policies, and they have been doing that over the past few years. They used to not delete any groups ever. And then whenever the extremism shit got really out of hand, it was before Trump. It was even way before Trump. They were starting to actually go into Discord and actually delete servers that had like all kinds of just extremist groups, right? You could name 100 of them. And they did a good job of deleting a good number of them, but there definitely is still some of them here and there. So, it's never 100% gone. And ever since I saw that, I was like, okay, the things are going to start getting stricter on Discord. I won't lie, though. I thought it was going to happen faster. This Face ID shit isn't surprising to me, but I thought it was going to happen faster. I think the surprising thing to me is that we actually waited all the way until Trump's second presidency to do this on Discord. Which, don't get me wrong, I like and don't like it, right? If we were in a perfect world, I would love what they're doing. But we're not in a perfect world. So I don't know if I like what Discord's doing with the Face ID verification. Because this is basically what our own country did to us. Except now it's being done by Discord. So it's just a little weird. It's also annoying to me, though, too, like, how Meta has gotten in trouble with this. Our own government has gotten in trouble with this, the NSA. And no one's really actually gotten in trouble. You know what I mean? It's like when a bank gets in trouble. This bank's dragging in hundreds of billions of dollars, even trillions of dollars. What the fuck is a $50 million fine to them? That's chump change. It sounds like a lot on paper, but a $50 million fine doesn't do anything. But yeah, and then I don't know. A lot of your countries around the world right now, like Canada especially, has gotten really hard against like freedom of speech. It's happening all around the world. So I'm not really surprised to see this, to be honest with you guys. I don't think you guys should be either. What should shock all of us is if they actually get caught for not deleting our facial recognition info. So yeah. I am interested to see after March starts and that update rolls out and everybody does the Face ID recognition, which, by the way, I read further details into this. You don't actually have to do the Face ID. It's just if you don't do it, you'll be limited access. So I am kind of interested to see what that looks like. So I kind of want to use one of you as a test dummy and see what the server looks like without the face recognition. And then to see what it looks like with the face recognition. Do you miss anything? Is there anything gone? Because we have one of those servers where we're in kind of a gray area. If there's a teenager in my server, I'm not going to be shocked if he does, get get blocked from seeing certain things because it is a trading server. This is not meant for people who are, genuinely children. So, I am interested in that. I'm your test dummy. Bet we'll do it then. We'll do it when the update rolls out. I'll talk to you and I'll be like, hey man, don't do it yet. And then just send me like a screenshot or a small video of like what the server looks like from your point of view, and then do it. And then you don't have to send me a second video because I'll see what the server looks like when I do my Face ID. But yeah, no, that it is definitely a little worrying. But I just want you all to know you don't have to do it. I haven't seen a single person on the entire internet say that yet. You don't actually have to do the Face ID. It's just you're probably going to be limited to what you see, what features you have. Also, it's a really weird time for them to start caring about teenagers now. There's pedophiles are at an all-time high right now. Children missing, that's at an all-time high right now. It's kind of a weird place we're in right now. These are weird things to talk about too, because it's not like I know what I'm talking about, but the data speaks for itself. Scamming is at an all-time high. All this other shit is at an all-time high. Like, it's not a great place to be in mentally, That's why I'm so focused on not being on social media, because if you are on social media a lot, you're going to be in this headspace where you're trapped in it a lot. Like, on the internet, it seems like everything's about to explode and everyone hates each other. Go out into the sunlight and you realize, wow, everything's not actually that bad. That's just the power of the internet. The hysteria is crazy. Drive safe programs offering discounts to collect your driving data, which will inevitably be used against you. Yeah, literally. I never understood that shit. They're like, yeah, put this in your car and we'll know what you're doing, and if you're actually lying to us, and we'll lower your insurance rates, I swear. Ends up using it against you. Palantir is going to be a huge anchor for US social credit. Outdoors is way better. Yeah, literally just not being on social media is 6,000 times better. I would definitely say that is why a lot of people think the way they think nowadays, though. Why everyone is so extremist and so heavily with they're willing to die on any hill. And it's because of social media. I actually blame the internet so much. I think the internet has a lot of awesome things. I think it has a lot of horrible things. But I think it has a lot more horrible things. It's not even just about what's on the internet. It's what the internet does to your average person. It's not good. I mean, I know I'd go nuts if I was focused on every little thing everyone was saying all the time about every little topic. A bunch of things that are out of my hands. I'd go nuts. So I'm not really shocked that all this extremism shit exists, because social media literally promotes it. And I hope you guys are all different too. I hope you guys are all like not acting like that on the internet. I hope no one in here is on Instagram or Twitter going, hey, go fuck yourself. Like, genuinely just looking to piss people. Like, I hope you're not doing that. Rage baiting is one thing, but turning it into like some extremist argument over absolutely stupid shit is just insane to me. People are stupid, man. They'll do stupid things, so be very careful. So you need to do facial recognition to access adult-only parts? LOL. Hacker, blackmail, gold mine. I only do that when I'm outside. Conglomerates and corporations requiring you to have your associated social account. I can see it happen. No, you're 100% right. That's probably what we're on the brink of. Like I said, a lot of it's out of our control, so it's better just to deal with a lot of it and just kind of move on and try your best to focus on your family, your friends, whatever you're focused on. If you get caught up in all this shit, you're going to think the worst about literally everything. And then you'll realize, wow, everything's not actually as bad as it is. By the way, y'all can hear the music, right? It's not too loud or too quiet. It's good? Okay, cool. Majority is cooled until the real fascist / communist take over. Well, that's the thing, though, is they're never going to realize that. It's already happened. They're already here. No, I'm kidding. Forcing integrated social media on employees is far more dystopian than people seem to realize. No, it's insane. It's actually insane. Well, see, the reason people don't think that, though, is because they're on social media all the time. This is just another random update to them. It's not, though. This is huge. This is fucking huge. I mean, some of your rights are potentially being taken away over the next 10 years. Over what? Literally over nothing. Spy, can you just flush for the kids in the back, por favor? Carry on. The Matrix was programmed to 1999 as it was peak of our civilization. I think they may have been right. Probably. A year of global stability, low prices, rapid asset appreciation, and low political turmoil. Can I get an amen? You do have a lead test already happening, so you're looking good so far. You just need this level down here, Alex. So far, they're not bad for you. Damn, good shit, Kevo. Ooh, we have a Huckett trade, guys. I think if my memory is finally serving me correctly, this should be Huckett. If it isn't, I'm gonna go fucking apeshit. Green entry, red exits. Thank you. Had this zone drawn from yesterday, about 694 down to... Okay, you're doing the higher lows. Good shit. And yeah, I'm sure some of us all had like a little bit of different area, but we all should have had a genuine idea that that was there. So I'm glad to see that. Took entry at 694, stop loss under 693.50. Oh, okay, so he's kind of liking... I like that it's holding, I like that it's holding. I'm going to get in. And I like that he waited for the... Honestly, like the third thing. Trimmed out at current day open and full TP at previous day high. Not enough contracts for runners. Shit, though. You did your thing. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. I really like his entry. Really trusting the higher lows there. Very clean offender. Very, very clean. Not even just saying that to be nice. That is actually a very nice looking trade. A T-raid. It coincided with the generational bottom for gold, which is usually when uncertainty reinserts itself. Bet, Alex. Bet. Good plan. Make sure you have a plan for in case it goes wrong, too. Like, if I had to draw something, I'd probably have something like that. Maybe something like that. Like, that's a short-term, If it breaks that, probably fucked. That's the 50% of the drop. And then that's just the meat of the high when it did finally catch its low. It's just the meat of it is all I did. I stuck to my plan today and made money. I lose when I deviate. I lost on a few, and instead of buy lower, I sold and waited for a better spot when I was wrong. No more. Buying at lower prices with hopium. I'm happy to hear that, Rocks. Hey, man, but if you're going to stay in the chat, though, I don't need to see you go in there and blow up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, fuck this, I'm quitting. Like, I know you were just in your feelings because you were probably, like, pissed off at how your results were recently, but we don't need to bring that into chat, okay? And no, you don't have to say sorry, man. You're good. We've literally all been where you have been. Every single person in here has done exactly what you have done at one point. And we've probably even thought about typing it all out for everybody else to read. So no, you don't need to say sorry. But I am happy to see you mentally recovered, Rocks. I had a feeling that I would see you again. And hey, sooner better than later, right? And yeah, do what you said, man. Don't deviate. You know how when people say, Rocks, when people are like, not everything needs a reaction? Like not everything that something is said, you don't need to always react to. You don't need to say something every time something is said. Like, it's the same thing with trading. Not every chart needs a trade. Not every candlestick needs to be a trade, you know? So pace yourself. You know, I'm sure you know what you're looking at, and you have a good, mental space when you are comfortable with your trade. So put yourself into only comfortable trades. You know, if you're going to be wrong, be okay with it because you're comfortable with knowing, oh, okay, yeah, I knew that if this happens, I was going to be wrong. I'm happy to cut this. You know, so not even just when we're winning, but also when we're wrong, let's be comfortable with it. Or try our best to. And not make anything up, you know. I think it'll do this. I think it'll do that. I'm not saying you've done that. I'm just giving you a bunch of different examples, really. Keeping my emotion out of trading. I'm really trying my best. I know you are, man. I know you are. I can tell just the way you type. You really are passionate. But just pace yourself. I would say that's definitely something I wish to God somebody would have told me that when I was trading in the beginning. Like, I wish somebody would have said, bro, pace yourself. You don't need to trade every damn thing. You know? I almost laugh at some of the closer people I have in my chat, as a friend, of course. Not laughing at them as some evil person. But I almost laugh at them sometimes when I'm talking to some of them because they'll tell me how much they trade and stuff. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? You know? Like, if you're in my chat, you know that you shouldn't be trading every day. You shouldn't be trading every fucking candle, you know? So let's put ourselves in good, comfortable positions so we can try our best. But good shit, Rocks. I'm happy to see you, man. I feel like shit right now, but I am happy to see you just back and just, doing okay. You never know, guys. Rocks could turn into like one of the craziest, most reinforcing traders in the server for all you know. He went from almost quitting, who knows, man, in a couple years from now, he could be in chat leading everything. We'll see. No more buying at lower prices with hopium. Print that rule and tape it to your monitor. Breaking that rule has led to my biggest losses. Yeah, see? And like, it's not just me. There's other people in here who have experienced the same things as you. I pinned that phrase on my monitor with a notepad. That's smart. That's a good idea. Can we get a round of applause for Rock, guys? I don't think anyone truly understands how important this is. Do you know how easy it is for you to like have a bad time in a group? And he didn't have a bad idea with us. He was doing his own fuck ups. But he easily could have been like, well, fuck this group and fuck this and fuck that. He could have had a horrible attitude with everything. And just truly turned everything into just the most annoying bullshit, childish, goo goo gaga shit ever. But he didn't. He came back. He said, you know what? I fucked up. I'm glad to be here. Let's go over some shit. Bro got a trade. He's reflecting. Like, it is so easy for a person nowadays to get caught in their feelings and emotions and just stick with it. People will die on the dumbest hills, man. Trust me, I know. So, don't be that. Never die on those weird, dumb hills. It doesn't actually do anything for you. So, what I'm trying to say is, again, I think it just takes a bigger person to do what Rocks just did. I think it's very easy to take the easy way out. So, I appreciate that. Like I said, pace yourself, though. There's no need to go crazy every day. Not saying you were, I'm just saying. All right. Enough of the lovey-dovey bullshit. It's 11 o'clock, guys. I'm going to be dead ass honest with you. I didn't think I was going to make it this far. And thank you guys again for throwing those messages in there. I think it's important you truly reinforce the people around you. They don't need to be the smartest. They don't need to be the most wealthy person. They don't need to be the brightest person, you know? Just reinforce each other. Going through the templates, going through the rhythm, the motions, going through it all just over and over again. Also, how many of you guys have actually watched the BB3 playlist? How many of you guys have made it through it? Not just listened to it once, but actually understood what I'm saying when I go through this. Oh, wait, I can't click on that on stream. Because then you'll get the link. And then I gotta delete it and remake it. Oh, wait, that wasn't the right one. Here it is. Can I show this without sharing the link? Is that a thing? Or wait, I could just go to my documents. Wait, I'm stupid, bro. Why am I tripping about you guys seeing the link? You can't. Oh, I guess you kind of can. Who cares? It's just the first video. But this is the introduction. If you guys have never heard of this playlist before, this is basically it. Level 1, basic. Basically just your trend from the open, your open range breakouts, your range trading. Level 2, overnight gaps, halfway points, fib extensions, and then kind of the difference between the level style, just to kind of show off like the deeper thinking behind like the preferences people like to choose in my chat. Like some people just like having like 2 levels on their screen. Some people in my chat like having all of them on their screen, and they're totally fine. Like it doesn't bother them. So it's just that's a personal preference thing. So I like to make sure I go over that. It's not like you need to do something one way or the other. Do it your way, but understand there is still method to the madness. You know, it's not like it's just random. The trend from current day open, the context, like all that's still what you're focused on. That's just basically highlighting the fact that you can use less or more info. It just depends on how you like to look at things. And then level 3, after initial trend from current day open, what to look for, scaling out, 3 phases of the day, lower highs, higher lows, 5 minute and 1 minute. Just because trend is so important. Week to week, day to day awareness, routine, and then PEMDAS, which is my spin on things for how to do the right thing in the right order. Because you could do things a million different ways and we'll get a million different answers. So you got to come up with your you got to come up with your own way to arrive at the same conclusion as best as you possibly can. like over current day open, I know that we're more bullish the bear, like stuff like that. Like it's just theoretical stuff that allows you to actually create better confident decisions. But a lot of this is like ranting, charting, not really charting with me looking at charts, but a lot of it is ranting. So that's why I say, you know, I hope you guys pay attention when you go through it, because it is a lot. But that's generally the meat of everything behind the system, not just the levels, the candlestick patterns, all that, you know, aesthetic shit, but the thinking behind everything. 3 times, you're actually nuts. I've watched some of them and more than once. That's good. And then Alex, nice. And yeah, I don't expect everyone to go watch all of them and have every minute of them watched, but like, there are a ton of people in my chat who are like, who understand the basics of everything. They want to know beyond that, so they can do it on their own. And that's all that is. It's literally it. It's everything that's theoretical behind the system. The thinking behind everything. The conditioning, you know, if this, then that. And why. We go over that. And it's even cooler nowadays, too, because a lot of the stuff that we backtested was all done, like, manually. But nowadays, we have people like Data J who can literally just scrape the data for me and tell me if I'm right or not. You know, and he can see that by looking through some of those tables. It's just kind of cool to know that it is real shit that we're seeing. You know, and some of the terms too are all like made up. You know, like when an open range breakout occurs in the beginning, yeah, we would call that a 40% entry, and that still is to some of us. You know, because we understand about out of 100%, 40% probability tells us that yeah, that's a good trade to get into, but it's only 40%. You know, what's a better one? And 80%, like your retest types. There's 3 types of retest. You know, these are higher probability trades. There's a lot of micromanaging on it. They're just fun to do because it's actually just like step by step by step by step. There's never just nothing. There's always something next to do. This is a pretty famous song. I'm surprised this isn't copyright striking the stream right now. Like this is like one of the famous songs. I'm kind of falling asleep though. Let's change it. Fucking Nike. Blemishing the perfect record of the day. McDonald's just hanging around. Dude, McDonald's look like it's squeezing to go up to fucking 350. Hold the effing phone. I know they have earnings, but dude, this is insane what I'm looking at right now. What is this coiling that we're seeing up here? Is that not all-time high? I'm like 90% sure that's all-time high, yeah. That is scary to see up here with earnings. This is a crazy chart. Inside bar for the week with earnings. Doji candle, and then you go to the daily and it doesn't really get much better. That's crazy. Oh my god, UPS. I just saw they had another Green Day. Dude, this actually went. It actually went near 120. We should go brag about it on Twitter. And then when people ask me for a link to the server, I'm going to not reply. All right, let's get this going. Comparison is the thief of joy. What am I looking for? Nice, my brain just went foggy. What am I trying to find? Guess that's it. I don't know what I was trying to find. Oh, McDonald's. Why am I tripping, dude? Tripping, yo. Tripping. Cool. Now people on Twitter will think I'm cool. Possible 15-minute hammer holding the GP of the hourly OB, also CDO. My bad, Carter. Bro just came in here and dropped fucking heat. 15-minute hammer holding the golden pocket of the hourly outside bar. Brother's cooking. I don't have the hourly. Ah, insane find. Bro, that's actually insane time frame confluence that you just did there. Hourly to 15 is very clean. And you point out the hammer, the candlestick pattern actually holding the outside bar's golden pocket. And then he even tossed in CDO for a cherry on top. That's actually super clean, bro. It took me a second to think about what you said. I was like, wait. Because, like, that doesn't look like a lot of text, but that's a lot of information you just gave. That's not a lot of typing. That's a lot of information. Very impactful. See, that's how you type. Everybody take notes. I hope you're doing good, by the way, Carter. Not just in trading, but just in general. Yeah, and 15 OB. It's funny because you go IB to OB there on those bottom three candles, not counting this most recent one. It's actually insane looking. You go IB or Doji, IB, outside bar Doji, now this potential hammer candle. Like, it's just kind of crazy looking. Basically, what Carter's trying to say, guys, is like 694 to 695. That just general area is pretty effing important for direction. You too, bro. Appreciate you in this as always. Anytime, man. I'm happy to be here. People like you are why I'm here. Who knows where I'd end up if I wasn't here. I'd probably be committing global crimes. Just kidding, of course. Man, what's with all these big streamers on? Does anyone in here even pay attention to that stuff? I don't expect most of you to, but man, these big streamers have been getting some crazy news coming out about them. I feel like every week I'm reading about some, like, I'll be reading about some big streamer I've never heard of, and it'll be like of the craziest, worst news you could ever possibly find. Like, the internet is getting crazy, man. Stay safe out there. 11:15, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna cut this stream like 45 minutes ago. I don't know what hit me, man. I just started feeling like shit. I slept the same amount I've slept every Monday and Tuesday for the past like 600 months. So nothing changed on that end. I don't know about you guys, but in the beginning of the week, I sleep less, and then when I get towards the later part of the week, I sleep more. Like Thursday, Friday, I catch up. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think I get 6 or less every time. It's just like some curse. I'm not even complaining. I genuinely don't mind now. I think before I understood it, it kind of sucked. I mean, I still don't understand it, let's be honest. But yeah. Yo, make sure, guys, if you're in here right now listening to my voice, right here, right now, you're in my trance, make sure to go to my YouTube channel. Make sure to go to videos. Make sure to click on latest video. Make sure to pause, like, comment, pull up again, play. Then go to the shorts. And watch them if you want. Honestly, I'm trying my best to actually make them pretty decent, because I don't want to just promote shitty fucking annoying shorts. I would actually be cool if like traders came to this and just genuinely found it entertaining. Because I do stay up insane hours sometimes making all these. It's kind of hard, man. I'm running out of templates. Like, some of them are really, really good templates. Some of them I have to, like, kind of make work. And then some of them are just straight up the easiest thing ever because their template's just so clear as day. Like this one. Like, that's literally just give it on a paper plate. I really like this one. I really like these. Like, my captions are getting a little bit better. Before, they were stupidly basic. I mean, they still are basic, but yeah, check all that out. All right, now you're out of my trance. I let go of the coin thing. Or the watch, whatever it is. Give me PDH. You might get it here, man. That's a pretty strong close for that candle. The previous one. You know, it was kind of wicking down a little bit, but it pulled up and it closed very well. Of course, perfectly against that 695.50s level, the high of it. But candlestick-wise, that definitely feels like it's screaming to go up to at least test and possibly reject, right? If it doesn't just push through, it's clear rejection. But it does look really good. Plus, the consolidation is lining up with yesterday's. The same place we consolidated in, or pretty much the whole second half of yesterday, is where we're all at today. Which I guess we could have expected this because of how much we moved yesterday. But I don't like to shove that down y'all's throats every time we have a big day. So I didn't want to just come into the chat like, alright guys, be careful, be careful, be careful. I didn't want to fearmonger. That's just weird. I'll fearmonger when there's actually like more fear, but I don't know. I think today had a really good chance of doing some crazy shit. Pretty sure this is just playing the same song over and over. Let's go back. How does this one sound? It sounds like it was actually made on a fucking computer. That sounds awful. Mozart, copyright-free classical music. See, but that's not music. That's yodeling. I don't want to hear that. It's not actually yodeling, but that sounded awful. Alright. Unmutto. Alright. I don't know when we're ending stream. We'll end it here in like 20 minutes. 10, 20 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to throw them out. I am honestly feeling pretty bad, but I did not want to give y'all another one of those days where I'm like, I don't feel good, just don't stream. Plus, I didn't want to leave anyone hanging on the swings. I didn't know what those were going to do today. Honestly, seeing Dell open like $2-3 higher made me think it was just going to pull back. So I was like, all right, I definitely got to be here. So who knows what these are going to do. If I find another swing, I'll post it in the chat today. But a lot of the time, I like to take like a one-day break between swings because it just feels like I'm rushing them. So if I don't have one for today, I'll probably try to post one Wednesday or Thursday. This could even be one of those weeks that we get a Friday swing too. I don't like to do those too much. Unless it's a week where I think there's not a lot of front week news next coming. Oh, wait, there is. Next Monday's off. Fuck. Yeah, we can't do that. Damn, we can't swing Friday. And remember that, guys. If you trade all of your balance, at least on most brokerages, your cash balance, it'll not resettle until Tuesday of next week. I believe Monday is President's Day. Next Monday. Thanks for the stream, B. No problem, man. Thank you for being here, Rocks. Happy to see you fucking kill it, dude. And yeah, I'm not ending it yet. Just another like few minutes or so. I like to leave the end of the stream open in case anybody has a question or something or whatever. Maybe it didn't hit them until right now. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I definitely need to do what Aloha said and get some vitamin C or D or whatever. Go bathe in a bathtub full of orange juice. In the sun. Outside time with Lily. Yeah. You should have saw how cute she was last night. I had to get her out of bed. I could take her outside in the middle of the night. She didn't want to get out of bed. So I picked her up and she like... It was like the most comfortable she'd ever been while I was holding her. She like had both of her arms, like one leg going around my neck, the other one going around the other side of my neck. And I was holding her like a little baby. It was the cutest thing in the fucking world. It's actually so cute. I love my dog. I gotta fix my notifications for levels and swings. Missed the last few. Really? Damn. I won't lie, I've had that issue before too, even when I don't have my settings wrong. So sometimes it's like Discord server shit. Like their online servers. How do you even access that screen? Oh, notification settings. Oh, yeah, you can do only at mentions. That's the default now. The default used to be all messages, and you'd have to change it. Personally, I would have notifications on all messages for that channel. Because I'm not going to go in there and spam unless it's something that we're doing. Kevo doesn't spam unless it's something he's trading. And Maddie's not going to go in there and spam either. He's going to be posting like a few times a month, if that. Going over his like equity stuff and things he's looking at and how he's looking at them. And just got the same stuff we cover in stream, but he's actually just going to throw it in there. Because he's the main person I get that from. And I think that's it. I don't think anybody else types in there. Other people have access, but they're not going to go in there and spam. So personally, if I was someone in my server, I would have it on all messages. That should be like the one thing that shouldn't bother you. And then you can even make it to where the sounds are off, but you still get like the numbers on the screen. So it's not the end of the world if the sound is annoying. Why do you not send us pics of her? I sent plenty. I sent one last week, I think, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm the last picture in there. Loved it. JC, of course. Aloha. Here's my Pewee-woo. Oh yeah, we learned about sugar gliders. I learned about what the coolest animal on the fucking planet is. I mean, these things are sick as fuck. The gliding stuff they do, the whole jumping thing, honestly insane. That's a cute ass looking dog too. This guy's vibing. I mean, he's got things on his mind that he needs to get off his head, man. Oh, this one's funny too. It's literally an army of dogs. And then you got gardens. That dog is so fucking cool. Oh my god, that dog's fur is crazy. I know we already saw these, but I'm still just like, they're dogs, you can't get tired of it. This picture is like, it feels Photoshop, but it's not. That's a photogenic dog right there, man. Brindle color, is that what that's called? Wow. I never knew. I've seen it a few times. It's not like super common, but it looks super cool. Time for a walk? Yeah, I definitely need to. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys for the Dell swings. I called out 2 different Dell swings for the chat, and VIP and normal. Both are doing great. Both did great. Called out Nike. Did not do so great. For some reason, some people couldn't even get out of their play at the beginning when I had no problem. So I'm not even going to chalk this up as like a winner just because I made money and some people didn't. I mean, I made like $9, I think, or $8. It's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, and the main focus on this one was shorts. We were shorting this. So I kind of like this breakdown here because it's like a lead test. It's pulling away. It has that hammer. And you know what's funny is like technically this is still not validated, but I don't like to sit there and pitter patter with it. And then Dell, just to kind of repeat just on the daily time frame, so you get that look as well, kind of like Nike. Just a good hammer, just a good uptrend. I mean, it's really nothing super crazy. I think we had the support of the 8 EMA, but I really wasn't relying on on a whole lot really. I was honestly just looking for a good move over the next couple weeks. That's why in VIP there's more time, looser contract strike, and in the main channel there's less time, better contract strike. And it's just because of that thought process of thinking, well, it could pop this week. It might take the whole week to pop next week. You know, we're willing to hold that. But it would be stupid for us to not take profit on a day that went up basically 5%. You know, that's pretty nuts on a stock like this. So didn't want to be greedy, as I said in the chat. But yeah, so there's the winners and the loser, of course. We also talked about SPY today. No, I did not call it a specific contract or even a real call out. But I did talk about maintaining your bullish bias as long as this area holds due to us seeing the context from previous day. Just again, common lows, nothing crazy, and not even a normal key level that we normally use, right? We're almost always using today's open, the halfway point of previous days, like right here, you know? So we didn't really get to use any of our directional levels to go up or down. We're kind of just maintaining to see, are we still bullish or not, as long as we hold this. So, but yeah, that's my review of the day, review of everything we did in here. Thank you guys again. Again, be sure to check out the content. Go to the Discord, sign up, subscribe, like, comment, whatever it does to help the channel, even if it's super small, it doesn't matter. It's impactful. And thank you guys again. See you guys later on. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Yes, sir, Maddie, I'm out. I'll see you later, bro. I hope your ceiling gets better. I'm really sorry about that. Like, that's actually crazy. Everybody wish Maddie the best. He really does need it. I mean, he's handy, but damn is it cold as fuck where he is right now. But see you guys, man. Love you all.